Let's see here. YouTube, we live. Let's double check. I think we're good. Let's double check over here. Let's go to my home page. All right, we gotta go here. All right, we're live. Okay. Now, how do I? Um, let's see here. Um, all right. I want to see how many people are viewing. I used to have that. We got to use some AI here. OBS, how YouTube streaming, how do I viewers? So we're gonna go settings, click on the stream tab, or preferences menu. Uh, oh, there we go. Stats. Too easy. All right, so where we left off yesterday, we were making the backtest engine for the data that I have, and yeah, we're just gonna go right back into that project. I'm a little bit concerned that the data needs a little bit more cleaning and a little bit of work. So basically, we're gonna do some data analysis here. We're gonna ensure that these two files right here, the BTC fills and BTC order book, are ready for backtesting. So that means they need to be, aligned in time. They need to be aligned just in general for this backtesting to work. So get right into it here. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see what the data. All right, let's Svelte. I don't really need Svelte updated here. All right. So get this. Give this to Gemini here. So I collected a bunch of the other tests that we've done in a single file, and we're just going to give that to Gemini to see where we can get going here. All right. Okay. So it already saw a bug, but why did it see a bug? That's the question here. Should have. Let's ask it, is the data ready for back testing? Or does it need more processing? So we can make sure people can see that. All right. Isn't quite ready for naive backtests. Diagnostic scripts show that the data is high quality, but reveal too critically, we must configure. Okay. Apply time offset. A systematic time difference between the order book and the fills. Book timestamps are consistently negative 133.5 milliseconds. Okay. The fill quality report show that many trade records are duplicated. Okay, so basically, these are two separate streams of data, and they're not essentially aligned. So one of these is just going to be, I guess I could show you over here. This is what fill data looks like from Hyperliquid. This is just the raw JSON format. Now, what's key here is going to be this time setting. Let's go. This is raw fill data. Okay. So with this project, I was able to, let's restart that. Okay, this is what a raw snapshot of the order book data looks like. It's just a giant, but I think that's not actually what it looks like. Hmm. Let's go here, add that. Just give it more data and figure this out. Basically, we gave it enough data. We're just going to ask to summarize what the issue is. Okay, the new raw data enters 3 key complexities, multi. Okay, well. All right. I'm confusing it because I'm giving it this data, which has these coins that were mixed up. When you download data from Hyperliquid, you're gonna get every single trade. So right here in this folders, you're gonna get every single fill that's happened on the exchange. So you're gonna have to filter for the coin that you want. So I specifically cleaned this data for Bitcoin, but the AI is kind of getting confused because I showed it that. All right. We are going to take that. Going to go here. All right. And then we're going to use Horizon Beta. This is the new model here. All right, great summary. Here's a concrete plan to fix the structural issues and keep scope same for a single asset backtest. Okay. Honestly, I think what Gemini has said is not accurate. All right. Just show it this data. first. I want to make sure that this system spec is in here so that we can optimize. All right. We'll get Grok in here in just a second, but all right. Yes, so we're gonna have to go a new room here. And we're going to give it this. All right. So I need help cleaning the data. So it's time aligned and ready for a back test. Okay. No. Okay. So Open Router has been having issues with their, they've been getting DDoS or whatever it is. So we'll try it again. Just delete all this, see if that works. Okay. Okay. Okay, what is that? No endpoints found for Open Router. Dang it. Does this work? Okay. All right. I guess Horizon Beta is not working right now. Okay, so that's working. Damn. Okay. I guess we can try Code Mistral. I haven't tried that yet. Okay, we're not going to use that. All right, we're going to go back here. All right. I'm just going to compile a large list here. All right. Still thinking there's a bug in the backtest, but obviously the backtest is not ready. Still trying to clean the data. Give me a script that can analyze my Parquet files. Give me a script that can analyze my Parquet files, and we can identify any issues with the data and make the back testing. Let's see what Gemini can get into here. So I know for a fact that this data can get cleaned up a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out what we need to do here. Rows 136 columns. Yeah, so the fill data has this hash, which we don't need. We don't need a fee token. We don't need like any of that really. All right. How can I show you the raw data columns and snippets? Do you know my data? Okay, it's still going. Yeah, so it does know where my data is, of course. Okay. Show the data. Okay, it's only going to show 10. Well, we can just override this here. All right. Python. .py. Let's see. All right. We'll add that to here. Okay, so that's the fill data. I know about that, and obviously it's just okay. All right, I see here. So the time looks to be aligned here. So it's all they just added a bunch of zeros, so don't really need that much. So for the my order book data should have 20 levels. So, I mean, the most important thing when developing an algorithm to trade with is going to be the back test. It'll give you just kind of a quick way to iterate on your strategy. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure the data is perfect so that we can quickly start iterating on the algorithm so that we can see if there's any edge in what we create. But for right now, we need to just get this data perfected. All right, you can verify the consistency of 20 levels using Python script. All right. Let's see. Mm. Okay, so it's gonna just analyze the whole script, which I don't really want it to do that. It just takes too much time. All right, that's not good. We're gonna close out of that just so it doesn't see how it just slammed the CPU and memory. It's probably trying to load gigantic parts of this file. Let's see here, maybe I can. All right. Okay. There we go. All right, let's get this script running. Okay. So we're trying to clean this data up and figure out a way forward from that. Let's see what Grok has come up with. All right. We'll do tests. PY. Okay, so it's already detecting outage gaps, distinct timestamps. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll just give it what we got so far here. Okay, so let's come back with more. Time offset to line fills. Okay, this is solid data here. Gonna add it to the raw. All right. Okay. Oh, I want to go that. Gemini is kind of failing here. Now, I really want to use the new Horizon Beta, but it does not want to work. Let's see if it works. Yes, it's back. Okay, thank God. Okay. Formatted. Okay, order book has a 384 million rows. Clean data, no cross. Okay. Potential, it fills all on one side. For each data set that ensures, well, okay. So they're gonna have to shift the data somehow. Decide which side to shift. Is the text too small, you think? It's not on my side. See if we can up the size here of just the text so people can see it better. Oh. All right, if that doesn't help, I don't know what to do. Okay. I need two scripts to analyze the data fully. One, the order book, and the other for the fills data. I need two scripts to analyze the data fully, for one for the order books. These files should give you raw snippets of everything we need to know about the data to make a backtest accurate. So fills.py and order. Now we're going to make sure that it knows about this. Okay. Got uploaded 2 standalone scripts, fills, and order designed to produce thorough backtest ready to. Okay. All right, that's good. So we're going to look for row count, time range, the columns, row groups, data quality anomalies, duplicates, cadence, tick inference, volume stats, fee stats. Okay, but alignment aids, histogram, like a percentage or integer, intertrade gaps, raw samples, head, tail. Few random rows, first and last timestamps. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go fills. We're gonna go order. All right. Let's. Okay. We're gonna do that error, and then just get that error as well. Okay. So we're trying to clean this data. That's all we're trying to do. We're trying to see inside the data, figure out specifically the time issue, and make sure they align up. And we will get that going here using Horizon Beta to help us with this task. And yeah. Oops. We can probably make this a little bit bigger. Okay. So that one's ready to run. Let's run this one first. That is fills. Python fills. Okay, got. All right. Go Python order. Okay. Let's see here. All right, what is it trying to, what does Grok want me to do here? Based on key issues identified and recommendations resolved through live backtest. Okay, so it's kind of going off. So that's not going to be accurate at all. So the issue with this file right here, it's like it just sampled some of the data, and it's, for example, this is just showing only 136 rows, which is not good. Okay. Go order. Oh, that wasn't ready. Just try order. we'll go one at a time. Maybe it's too much for it to think about. Ah, okay. That seems accurate. That's as much. So my data only spans from this date to this date, so it's only like a couple months. Let's see what. Okay. So we're gonna run this one again, the order book one. Okay, and we're gonna give this data here. See what it says for that. Python order.py. Okay. First 40. All right, that's good. That means. All right, so this is what my order book data looks like. It's just a bunch of levels of order book data. And this is also aligned pretty well. Okay. So I'm gonna delete all of that and give it this data. All right. But now we're running and then two minor cleanups. Okay, let's just go output full code. So with fix. All right. So it's going to make a couple minor adjustments to our scripts so that we can just ensure the data that we're getting from this is accurate as much as possible. Okay, so this is going to be fills. We'll delete that. Okay. All right, let's rerun this and see what's going on with the data. At the end of the day, that's all we're trying to do. We're trying to get this data in a form where the AI can see it, take over, and know what to do with it. That's essentially what we're trying to do here. If I just tell it to make a back test script on this data, it's gonna just be like, oh, sure, and it's not gonna work. So, all right, let's get the updated data here. Okay. All right, let's now get the fill data. All right. This should be enough. All right, now, new room. We're gonna give it. I'm gonna delete raw. It didn't seem. Also, test wasn't really doing much there. Order look is also gonna get deleted. All right. We are not gonna mess around with that. I don't want to confuse it. Okay. So, what do we have here? All right. All right. I need help cleaning up my data so that it's ready for feature engineering and back testing. Is this enough data for that? Okay, so something is messed up with my fill data. All right. Okay. That means we need to go back here to the other project. All right. I got fill data from this script. Is there any issues? So what we ran into is that when you get the raw data from Hyperliquid's AWS server, it comes like this. Like this is just what it would look like. And it has all of these different coins. Every trade that was taken on the exchange for that day. And I must have not filtered it right with this script. So it must have not looked at all of the data sets. It might have just like maybe looked at one folder set, not realizing there is more data to look at. So let's see what happened here. Few issues, improvement. The key issues, side normalization. UMAP, many bit. Okay. So mm, something got really messed up with that clean this. Okay. So I'm gonna show it. The clean file was um trying to find all the BTC coin data from data like this. Let's see what's going on here. Thanks. Okay. Um, hello, Alejandro. What's up? Got any questions? Hello, hello. We are trying to clean raw data from my project here that we got data from Hyperliquid. We're trying to clean it. This is what the data looks like. I'm trying to filter through all this data to find Bitcoin, specifically just BTC. And then we're going to back test on it. So there's quite a bit of steps before we're testing algorithms. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions. Okay. Yes. I love this stuff. I do this every day. Decided to start just streaming it live since I'm in front of my computer doing this stuff anyways, so Might as well show some people what's possible out there. I'm not coding at all. It's all vibe coded. I'm just guiding the AI in the right direction. It's kind of what I'm doing. Determine whether the record is from your account. All right. We're going to make a script that, you know what, I might need to just. So I'll put the new script that pulls the BTC data properly and cleans it to remove any unnecessary data. So in reality, I do not need, let me show you guys. I do not need, oh, I see. Mm. So I don't need this fee token. I don't need that. I don't need builder fee. Crossed I probably need. I don't need that. No, I don't use cursor. I do the manual vibe coding. I'm copy pasting directly to and from. I find that when when you're super hands off with like a cursor or that, it's just, first off, it's more expensive because you're hitting the API. And in general, I like to be way more involved, and because I can kind of tell when it's going off track and I can stop it. But when you get into the sort of agentic flows, like Claude Code, I find that it doesn't give good results, and it's like triple the cost. So we are going to run. We're going to run clean BTC fills version 2. Okay. Sponsored. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see what this is gonna do. Bronze VTC instrument detection. Handles unit time safely. Okay, so we're gonna look for the coin, the symbol pair, instrument. Okay. I guess it's gonna overwrite this file. At this point, I'll just delete this just so it doesn't. If I don't get like maybe it won't override it. I'll just delete it. Hmm. So it wants me to use this to look at the data. Um, it's very weird. It's not letting me make a new file. Uh, go ahead and it's not gonna work. Okay, fills, order. All right. So, let me, so we're basically back at my original thing. I thought we could move over. BTC fills is going to get deleted over here. BTC fills get deleted if it will delete. Okay. All right. We will figure this out for sure. All right. So, um, the thing is, if I run this, it's such a large file. So node fills are code look at all the let's just see if that works. Yes, the script all nested hourly subfilter. Okay, by using okay. 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 Cool. It's almost done. Now it thinks that uh let's see here. Mm, okay. So adjust the script to find that data and look at it. Okay, so it's there. We will, okay, cleaner, okay. Point to the script at that file. So what we've done is we've taken all of, so we went through all of these files within these subfolders. We looked for Bitcoin, filtered for Bitcoin. It did some sort of cleaning of this data. We don't need all of this. We don't need hash. We don't need this OID. And now we have this file right here, which we've labeled data as like silver and gold. So we want to get the data to the gold status. That means it's ready to move on to my backtesting project. This is simply just a data cleaning operation. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened. All right, there's an error. All right, so now we're getting more rows. So whatever I did last time, we only had like 130 rows. So 7 million rows is a lot better. And that kind of matches up because with my other data, it's like the rows are times like by 40 or 20 because it's order book data. So it's, I hope that this is all gonna align. Okay, full code file. Okay. We will get this running here. Python fills. Let's go. Get me the data. No. Okay, so there's 4 million distinct timestamps, which makes sense because there's probably multiple trades coming in at a single uh, time. So looking a lot better. Oh no. Code file with backticks around the code. Let's go. So all this script is trying to do is we're just trying to look at BTC fills Parquet. We're trying to make sure that we're just double checking that this file created what we needed and that there was no missing data or some sort of anomaly when I ran that code. So this is what that should be looking for. Mm. All right. Let's get this going. All right, perfect. What does this say? What is going on here? It looks like we have a ton more rows. There's 7 million instances of Bitcoin data. So it makes sense. Over 3 months, there was 7 million trades. So that's a lot more than what we had before. So, all right, summary. No anomalies. Let's go. No duplicates. Side. Okay, slightly more buys by count, which makes sense. Okay. Inferred tick is 0.1, which it should just be a solid $1 tick. It's a lot of Bitcoin they bought. That's 20. So we're analyzing 22 billion in buys and then 24 billion in sells. Okay. Bottom line, the clean data set looks healthy. Cover the intended periods, includes only BTC, and has balance buy, sell. Okay. Let's just triple double check here. What items did we clean from original data? All right, let's think. From the original raw, your cleaner performed these normalizations and filters before, right? Okay. Yes. All right. Okay, if it had a BTC thus kept, the cleaner would be, all right, so it's, okay, so it's converting that. All right. Okay, we put it back to nanoseconds. That's good. Feed token. Okay, crossbook. All right, we'll just keep all that. So specifically it was removed. Okay. Should, for back testing, do we need to clean data further or fine as? You're in good shape to start back testing. Okay. Cool. All right, now I'm just gonna have to delete that. We're gonna have to drag and drop that new file. Let's see. Here. So Bitcoin tick is $1 on the exchange. Did that data come through? Oh, you're um okay, so there now I've noticed that there's an issue. On Hyperliquid, the tick data should be $1. So now, because it might have gotten mixed, there are two distinct Bitcoins on the fill data. One with BTC only, and the other it's BTC USDC, which indicates that that's spot trading. So I think USDC spot and perpetuals got mixed in, so that is possible. So it might have just not know about that. Let's is that be possible? Okay, here we go. See that right there, not many people would have caught that unless you're fully in tune. Cursor or Claude Code would have overlooked that, and I would have been trading on data that was mixed. Okay, let's see. Uh, let's scan the current code or the current cleaned fill data. Oh wait, so okay. I need the new clean script that knows about that small detail. We're gonna delete this because I was thinking that we can look at that and then output something like this, but they normalize the BTC into something, so it wouldn't distinguish between the USDC spot and the perp. So right now we are just looking for. I guess I can. No, I won't mess with that. That preserves the instrument detail, that computes a tick per instrument so you don't collapse different BTC markets. Okay, so it also keeps. Okay. I'm going to just tell it I only want BTC perp data. Got it. Yeah. No. I'm just gonna just confirm that we're just literally. That's the perp data. Okay. Yep. Okay. I just had to be real specific here. Do not. So I can show you guys. So that would indicate, can you see that? Yeah, that would indicate spot, which is not what we're looking for. We're trying to do leverage trading algorithmically, not spot trading. So we do not want to include that data in the script. So I'm going to go clean BTC fills. So Python clean. Okay, got error. Bronze. Oh, geez. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Fix that script. No spot data allowed. Okay. Here's the script provides BTC perp data only, strictly requiring yes. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, this script was fine. It's just it included the wrong stuff. Yes. All right. Node fills hourly. I'll put it there. Okay. It's doing a little bit of the normalization of data. All right. I'm gonna just go one step. How can we make that script better for testing? What are the key features needed to align with order book data? Let's just take it a step further. Great question. For backtesting order book data, you typically want lean fill files. Okay, that's easy to join to your, okay. Price, size, yeah. And timing alignment and dedup, okay. All right. All right. Just gonna say the full. Ooh. All right. Cool. All right, we're gonna clear out these. All right, we can get Claude in here if we want. But this is by far the best one. Okay, clean BTC fills. Okay. So we identified the issue with the old script, which was that it was mixing spot and perpetual futures data together because I just specified look for Bitcoin, but BTC versus BTC-USDC are completely two different data sources. So we're gonna just get this cleaned up so that we can start back testing. And also we're filtering out some of these unnecessary items. For example, this, we don't need that. We don't need hash. We only really need, honestly, we don't even need coin. We just need the price, the side, the direction, all that stuff. And we're trying to match it up with our order book data. Now, the order book data should just be, it should be, oh yeah, because order book data is good to go. It was already kind of pre-filtered and had tick size of $1, which indicates it was the perpetual future. We're gonna let this load. I'll be right back. Okay, did it load? No. All right. Mm, all right. Let's think about this. What? I guess we'll wait for it to load and see what the summary is, but let me ask, what can you tell us about? I need a summary of the data structure so I can tell another AI about what it is. We need about to the order book. All right. Now let's look into, oh, I see it. Named it something a little bit different. Okay. Let us adjust the script Okay. 1 second, bucket diagnostics. Yeah, adjusted analysis script. Okay, that's what I want. Mm. So the I just want the fills.py to give us the info on the data file we just made. Not because look, it gave us like Warren missing. Got it. Your new lean file's name, but your current expects columns that don't exist. But your lean file. Okay, so it's getting a little bit confused. Okay. Yeah, that's all I really wanted it to do. All right, so we still have plenty of data here. 21 million trades. So somehow I don't know if it changed at all, but either way, that is high frequency data. That's all we need to know. Okay. Let's run this one more time. Okay. All right. Let's just see what it says here. All right, looks good. Updated file, single warning. All right, so it's still, oh, I see right here. Okay. We are going to start a new chat so that it's not thinking about all that stuff here. All right, we're going to give my raw file here this information. We're going to give it, so that, we don't want to confuse it there. All right. We're going to drag this over here. Cool. And now we can pull this data here. Let us grab Python order. Whoops. Python order.py. We'll grab just a snapshot of the order book data. Okay. Make sure there's nothing that's going to confuse it here. I'm not going to, not going to have this in there. Okay, yeah, 10 rows, which would be consistent with 20 levels of order book data. All right, this looks good. We're going to run the context grabber. to get all of my code files in one, we're going to give it that. I need a backtest.py script with a test algo to ensure data is aligned. All right, I think this should be good to go. So we're going to start backtesting, but we're just going to do debug backtesting scripts. Like we're not going to put any effort in just yet because the data still could be a little bit messed up. I know for a fact that there's time gaps, but that's just kind of something we're going to have to deal with. We'll run a little bit more advanced. We're probably going to have to clean up some of this stuff still. So just to get it super optimized, we will see if this works. Algo and backtest. Okay. All right. Let's see if it worked. Everyone see that terminal? Let's go. There's probably guaranteed to be an error. Oh, we need to make it. Oh, okay. All right. What does this tell us about our data? Do we need to clean more? Is it aligned properly? So short end, the data looks broadly consistent and well aligned at the exchange clock level with expected microstructure quirks. You likely don't need heavy cleaning, but there are a few sanity checks and optional refinements you can do. Okay. Let's get debugging. Give me new scripts to run to ensure data is best and optimized. Let's see what. Hello. Hello, Rashab. Hopefully I'm saying that right. All right. If you're not aware, we're trying to just clean up high frequency WebSocket data that I got from Hyperliquid. That's kind of the if that doesn't make sense to you, Hyperliquid is a crypto exchange, and the data you get from it's pretty good. And we're cleaning it up and trying to use it to backtest on because that's the exchange that I can trade on. So any sort of strategy that I build will be, I'll be using Hyperliquid to trade. So might as well use that data to, all right, I don't even know. I'm just going to name it 1.py. Okay. Okay, I got some CSVs it's going to print. And then this is just going to be 2.py. Yes, sir. This is QuantDev at the highest level. It's not at the highest level, but let's be real. This is as complex as it's going to get. This is a lot of Python code. All right. So we're going to run two files to ensure. Just going to be super like fine-grained detail on the data. Okay. And then let's go Python q.py. Okay, there were errors in both of those scripts. Yeah, I mean, it's not that complex. I'm literally just telling the AI what to do. All I'm really doing, it in theory, I'm just copy pasting the code into this VS code. I'm running the script, getting the error, putting it back to the AI. The AI is figuring it out, giving the code. It's just kind of this iterative process where I want I want the AI to clean these two files. Like this is literally it. I'm just telling the AI, hey, there's two files in this data folder. One is tick level data, one is order book level data. I need you to align those two up since the exchange doesn't do that automatically. And yeah, it's an iterative process. It's not as easy as, oh, let me just do that one script. No, because these are gigantic 100 million row um, pieces of data. It is an iterative step-by-step process. But at the end of the day, the more you look at code like this, the better you get at it. Okay. Okay, it's back to the, I really don't even remember what, but we're gonna go one. We're gonna go two. Now is there three? Okay. Got another script here. We'll run it. Oh. Make sure it didn't. Okay. So we're going to first run python1.py. We're going to verify the alignment. And I can only assume this is going to take a second. Oh no, okay. We're going to go python2.py. That one's an error. And then we're going to go python3.py. Honestly, I don't even know what that one's going to do. What is that doing? Oh, okay. All right. Let's just get the context for it so it knows that which, because I'm labeling it something different because it's just easier for me to type it in. I'm not going to type in fills underscore touch and all that stuff. But. Let me align it. Oh, actually, whatever. All right, so one was that. Name. Okay. We're just going to align ourselves with the naming convention that which tech stack you mostly working on? Right now, working with Python 3.1, 3.5. And we'll eventually use PyTorch nightly, CUDA 12.9. We're using Python right now. That's the tech stack. Well, including Horizon Beta. So we're using the new unknown model, Horizon, but we got Grok 4, we got O3, we got Gemini 2.5 Pro. Mern stack almost done. All right, let's check it out. What's the Mern stack? I got you. I'll let you know. And what should? Well, it depends because. Well, let's see what Mern is. Oh, okay. So you're doing. This is totally. You're doing something completely different. Now, when it comes to JavaScript stuff, I don't even. Of course, Okay, so you're using React. You're basically using React with some other stuff here. So you're doing full stack web apps. Honestly, you can choose whatever. When I am what the web dev stuff that I've done, I am statically hosting because I like to keep the cost down. Now you're probably focusing on server-side rendered apps, which was that full stack sort of thing. Honestly, it's valid. If you're doing web dev stuff, the MERN seems fine. Now, is it like the most cutting edge sort of stuff? I would get into like WASM, web GPU stuff. You could probably 100% do that with React. Um, like building, heavy stuff in Rust, converting to WASM, and then integrating that into your web stack. That's the kind of thing that seems more exciting to me than just kind of UI sort of, having this database, all that stuff. I find that building, like getting the most functionality from a static website is more exciting. I have a site here. Yeah, we can check this one out here. This is what like I like. I like just pure JavaScript, pure CSS. Um, it because at the end of the day, that's what's getting pushed to your browser. So, and honestly, that stack is designed for humans, but I'm using AI to code. So why not just code directly in the language that's getting pushed to the browser? Does that make sense? So that's fine. I like React, and you can do a lot with React and Tailwind, and a lot of the AIs are trained to design on that. But just to mess around, like so, this is a statically hosted website. Just uses normal JavaScript. It's pulling WebSocket data from Hyperliquid and running a trading algorithm all on your browser. Um, this you can do in React, and you can have a database, but your costs to host that are going to be up. And I'd rather just optimize everything for cost, and it's just fun for me to do stuff like that. But the MERN's good. MERN's good. Keep at it. You can definitely do a lot with React. A lot. All right, back to whatever I was doing over here. What am I doing? That's not what I was looking at. We can close that out. Okay, oh yeah. We were waiting for this. All right, we got one. Bam. We got two. So I'm pretty sure like coding is gonna fully change. Like that stack is, I would say, a little bit outdated when it comes to just using AI to code with. So I would look into just going with the primitives of what the browser's reading, because React, now the database stuff, like that's out of a lot of people's control. It's on another server blade. It's whatever AWS is gonna have. Like you kind of got to go with the flow with whatever they're offering. Now, if I was using my own database, I feel like I wouldn't do Mongo. But now everyone requires a tech stack. Exactly. So to get a job, you need to do whatever those companies want, which is not exciting and cutting edge. So no matter what, when you're looking to get a job, you're going to be doing something super deprecated, super old, super outdated. That's why when you're doing your own side projects, I would look just fully move away from MERN, understand that for whatever job you're going to get, but I would look into just keeping up with whatever is the newest thing, which is WASM. WASM is like the new uh, web dev stuff, WebAssembly language. But yeah, it's not my. I like web dev stuff, but it's really It's not as fun for me to. I'm not going to design a trading algorithm in JavaScript to run on Hyperliquid, if that makes sense. Now I'll run, now I'll make a website to visually see my trading algorithm trade in JavaScript, but I'm not necessarily using JavaScript to do all of this stuff here. But it's valid, dude. Mern's where it's at. Mern is okay. No SQL, I see. Yep. So Express.js. All this stuff is abstracting away. The React and Express.js, it's abstracted away from what the true underlying is, which is just JavaScript. And at the end of the day, it's like AI, you don't really need to know. You just kind of have to see enough code and understand where it's leading you. Okay. That's my take on that. All right, let's run these one more time. Okay. We'll just keep going down the line here. That one that one came up with the error again. All right. All right. Let's get two going. But for what I'm seeing here, okay. Okay. Oh, it's not ready. So, what does 1 and 3 tell us so far about the data? Okay. Let's figure out what we just ran. Summary of 1. The order book and fills are well aligned on the exchange clock, which is excellent. Price relationships are coherent and fills frequently occur at or near the touch, which is good, especially under tight timing windows. 50 millisecond, which is really, really high frequency, I would say. Nearest book window, coverage, 6 sampled, okay, timing, one metric, okay, ensure high quality data alignment. All right, so 3 was that. All right, let's see what 2 is going to tell us here. Nope. Higher for a diagnosis, widen the alignment. All right, so basically this is confirming that the data is good. It keeps confirming the data is good. Let's just make sure 2 is good to go. Now, if it keeps giving me an error, I'm gonna swap models to just get 2 going because it's probably some sort of loop it's getting into. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get the help from O3 here. Just to take us over the finish line. All right, we will give it that. It just needed a little bit of help to think, great catch. Okay. See that technique where you use different AIs, like all of that's not really possible with, with the cursors and all that stuff that like I like to mix and match. It's way quicker for me to iterate. See, the order book data has 380 million rows, which is going to make the computer a little bit laggy, but we'll figure it out. Okay. All right, great. It's running cleanly. Stats look consistent. Run more advanced. Let's run some more advanced scripts here. All right, so it looks like it got reset on its it got reset a little bit. It's okay. I've been coding. When did Jet? So ever since ChatGPT came out. So I've been vibe coding ever since day one on ChatGPT. Come on. I was starting to learn right before that. So it's been a couple years. So let's see. All right. So since November of 2022, I started learning right around that time. And then I immediately knew that AI was changing the game for coding. And that's the issue though. So I'm fully dependent on the the AI, but it doesn't matter. I'm doing this for my own thing. I don't have a coding job. And I know they're switching it up. I know like Meta is getting rid of like leak code, which thankfully that might give me a chance, but like I can essentially build anything with AI tools. You just gotta know, you gotta understand, like I wasn't gonna waste my time memorizing syntax and all this stuff when these new tools were developed. So I fully embrace it. It's totally a different style of coding. This is like professional vibe coding. And a lot of like traditional coders are not gonna use this because they know the old way. And they might have some sort of issue with that. Anyone can pick up coding right now. All you need to do is prompt it with English. So English is the new coding language. It really is. Or whatever language you speak, because I'm sure AI can do it all. But yeah, couple years, been couple years. It's 100%. I'm not typing any of this code, and I'm running highly sophisticated data analysis on high frequency data. Like this is, you can clearly see it's here. I don't even know who made this model, but Horizon Beta is really, really good. It's free to use. Like you can go and use it right now. All right, we're gonna start a new chat. We're gonna reset its memory because it was not remembering it. I probably went past its 250,000 context links, so we're gonna just kind of clean up this with so right now we have the raw data in there. I am going to, I'm just gonna run 1, I'm gonna run 2 and 3 just to add to this raw file, because every time you start a new project, you need to give it the context of the data. Otherwise, you're just starting over and over and over again. So that's why I have these scripts is essentially it's to give the AI vision into these two files. And all this data, it matters to the AI when building a backtesting script. So this is how we do it here. Context engineering, it's prompt engineering, but it's definitely a different way of coding, and it's not for everyone, but it's all good. But if I'm trying to beat the market, I'm gonna have to use tools that are beyond whatever everyone else has been using. So, and that's the goal, is to make some money with this trading stuff. So, all right, now I got that. I will take context from the whole script, so it just kind of knows where the data is. We will go like that. We're gonna make sure it knows that what computer setup I got, my Python, optimize, backtest.py, and algo. These scripts should be advanced debugging script to ensure we are getting accurate backtest data to test more advanced strategies. Okay. We will go ahead and get it going here. We'll get it going in here. We're gonna slam it in here. We're gonna go here. And we're gonna get Claude in here too. Let's just get Claude in here. Yep. All right. So this is the technique that I don't see a lot of people doing. It's you put the full context of the script into each AI. Each one will kind of find its own biases and its own little tips and tricks. And then I usually just paste it into Google Gemini because it has a longer context. So it kind of remembers everything we've given it. So, all right. Gemini wants me to just make a single aligned script, which we'll do. Okay. What is going on here? Let's see. Below our target upgrades. Okay. Eliminate per row Python loops where possible. Batch work. All right. Optimize that for sure. Richer config, better execution. Okay. Let's see. Optimize backtests. All right. Just wait for everyone to finish here. So the problem with Claude, I don't like how you have to I just want one button to copy paste the whole output, but it's like you gotta copy this and you gotta copy each little file it makes. It's kind of annoying. Now I know I can just tell it to output everything in chat and not use its tools. I probably should have done that, but whatever. All right. Let's actually give Horizon let's give Horizon all this data, see how it does. Because we are testing. All right. All right, we'll just go off what this is going on here. Um, so I'm pretty sure the data is good to go. This is a good amount of data for what the AI needed. We just need to move right into backtesting strategies. Like that's kind of the goal here, because that's where the true edge is going to live, is where we're testing the mathematics. Okay, we got backtest. Um, all right. All right, we'll get backtest going here. We will get algo. All right, I think we can delete. So, um, data validator. All right, we're just gonna keep running different data analysis on the files here, but every time we run a new analysis and the AI says like, "Oh, it's good to go, it's good to go," there's really no more we need to do besides just run the what? Okay, fills alignment, execution, realize memory. Okay, all right, all right. We'll delete all of those. Fills and order are probably old code files. I don't remember those we're doing, so we're not staying. All right. One will be we'll call it look, or we'll call it eyes, because that's what we're giving the AI here for this. Okay. Mm, okay. Let's see. Python eyes.py. Hmm. All right. I can see it's lagging a little bit when I run these scripts. Uh-oh. Got error. And I do notice that it keeps hitting these sort of polars errors, probably because it's got outdated information or something. Okay. So we will just reset all these, except, well, we can reset this one too. Done. I don't know what Claude's so slow. I'm just gonna stop it. Let's just kind of look at what it was trying to do. Ah. Okay. It was just going off. Create filled order with actual fill price, track slippage. Let's just see what Gemini thinks of that. Okay. So we're gonna go eyes, make sure this was working. Yeah. Okay, we see it working here. All right, so it definitely is making progress. It fills versus book alignment. That's what we need. Okay, we got a little bit of an error. Of course, we're not back. Found several bugs. Okay, yeah, Claude was not gonna do it. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to reset it. Oh, geez. Yeah, see, the fact that Gemini is spotting all these sort of errors, like, that was not going to be a good code to run. That's why I do not use Claude Code, because things like this, critical performance bug in data validation, that would have been no good. Would have been not good at all.
Monitoring dashboard? Yes. Okay. Pause, resume, add Claude to Spark. Where did it Claude code this?
Checking up on the community. Yeah.
Does it even have the
All right, let's run the script to see what we got going on here. We need these eyes to be as good as possible here. Okay. Python eyes, let's get this data going. No errors. No errors at all. Let's see. All right.
So my question is how do I tell her which file?
All right. Come on, fills versus book alignment is all we need here. And then once we got that data, oh, okay. All right. We will. Well, this you can try. You can try going on to. You can follow along. Go download Python, unless you're on your phone or something. This is free. The Horizon beta, completely free. All you need is an email address. You go to openrouter.ai. Just start asking AI questions. Start prompting AI, asking it. if you're interested in, algorithm trading, or you can code a website. I don't know. But yeah, this is the future. Everyone should have this sort of basic skill where you can start thinking, oh, this task can be automated. Because once you know how to automate a task, because AI is coming for everyone's jobs. Let's be real. Everyone's job is not safe. So being on top of these tools is going to be your most valuable skill that you can learn. And yeah. So what happened was I ran my Python script eyes. It got an error. ROM, AOSP based on A15? I'm not too sure what that even means, but we can figure it out. Oh, you don't know the base. I'm still watching. Okay. A custom ROM based on AO. Okay. Oh, okay, got it. AOC based on Android 15. Device. Um. Uh. Got it. AOSE based on Android 15. How can I help installing flashing play integrity banking apps? I'm not too sure what the AI told me. Um, Coding? See, I didn't understand your question. I'm getting clarification. ROM name Axion iOS. Um, let's see. So, okay, it looks like it's a GitHub repo. I don't know what's going on here. You have me going a tangent here. AOSP, okay. Repo layout you'll find in frameworks. Okay. So you're doing Android development? Kotlin? Java? That seems like what it Axion OS. Okay, so it's its own operating system. So it's like a fork of Android 15? Not too sure. This looks yeah. In terms of using this for trading, I don't know if that's gonna work out. Oh, you're interested in this. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, you can dive so deep onto any topic with AI. It really, like, if you want to do Android development, you kind of just want to know what you want to do. I didn't get a computer science degree or whatever, but yeah, that looks interesting. It's all coding based Linux. Okay. Yeah, that's like, this seems like you're doing some low level stuff. I would kind of, hey, like coding AI stuff is like the most exciting thing because it really is something new. All right. Um, let's see if, okay. I'm pretty sure I was doing this here. I was doing that. We're gonna do eyes here. Okay. Let's see if we can help out Horizon with this script here. Trying to see. I follow this guy named MoonDev, and he does algo trading live too. kind of doing very similar things. Just want to see what he's up to. So he uses Claude, so I don't know if that's gonna work out. Alright. Cool. Let us see what Horizon's got going on. Yeah, yeah, walk along. I mean, this is the best workflow I found for using AI. It's using a chat interface. We're not abstracting it away. It's all good. I understood what you're doing. You're looking into code, and it's exciting. It's new. It gets you thinking like a lot. Like there's not much more thinking you can do with coding here. So yeah, this is the way that I do it. I call it manual vibe coding. The key to this whole thing is the Go script, right here, contextgrabber.go. So when I click this play button, it's going to take this whole thing. It's going to make a file tree so that AI knows, oh, this is the data to target. These are the scripts. And then it gives it the Python code. It's going to ignore crazy long files like this .venv. It's going to ignore PyCache. This is like the key to being able to give the context to the AI. And I'm pretty sure that's what like Cursor does under the hood. But I'm able to do this way quicker, way cheaper, because I only pay $20 a month. Or this is even free. Like I'm not even paying for Horizon. So this is the way. Don't get caught up in Claude code because that's going to cost so much money and give you really bad code. And when you hear about vibe coding doesn't work, all this stuff, it's because it's not there. Claude is not there intelligent wise versus like mixing and matching Gemini, O3, Grok 4, and this new one. Like this new one is really good. This Horizon beta. It's the way. It's the new wave. Alright, let's see if we can get eyes to run. Let's We'll get eyes working, and then once we get eyes going, we're going to just go straight into backtest and Algo. Because there's something was going on with this sort of fills versus order book that the AI needs to understand, because okay. There's some sort of alignment issue because each one of these is its own separate stream of data. Order book versus tick, and usually when you get it in from WebSocket, it's kind of like a snapshot, so they're all aligned to that snapshot. Okay. Get in the air here. I'm going to reset Horizon. I'm going to get the new. We're just going to fix eyes. We're going to do that. See what. Yeah, he's just. Yeah, that's. Alright. Full eyes file. So this is the struggle when it comes to, running your own algorithms. Like you need the data in order to test your algorithms. And the data happens to be extremely hard to clean and to align. That's a reason why a lot of people just use 1-minute K-line charts. It's easier, it's all aligned, but it's not going to give you that fine-grained detail that you need in order to to test microstructure level strategies. Now we're not trying to do high frequency because I don't have a co-located server, I'm not running this in Rust, I'm not doing all that craziness. We're just going to take high frequency data and extrapolate that signal to a further, like 2+ second edge. That's kind of the goal here. It's like the end goal, obviously, is just to run a script and have to make money. But there's so much involved with quant deving. There's so much to learn. All right. It's a lot to learn. All right, let's look at what's going on with our market that we're going to be trading. Okay. All right. So, oh wow, Bitcoin's starting to move up. There it is. Look at that. Wow. See, this is what my script will look for, right? It's like super flat. I don't think I could even make a profitable trade. So this sort of flat and choppy action is wait, I didn't want to do that. I wanted these here. Holding any of them. I do have some USDC to run live trading, but I'm not. No, I'm just holding on to like stocks. I want because I would trade stocks like this, but I don't have access to that type of data. So crypto allows you to run really sophisticated strategies due to the data that the exchanges offer you. I can run 40x leverage. So I don't have any Bitcoin. I got USDC coin, which is just dollar on Hyperliquid. But it's not that much money. The whole point is we're gonna earn the money. We're gonna have a small account. So just to clarify, we're gonna take like under $1,000 account, run an algorithm on it, and hopefully grow that account. That's kind of the end goal of this channel. The end goal of all this work here is to take a small amount of money, grow it into larger amounts. And this is the perfect example of what we're looking for. This move, you could predict with microstructure sort of indicators. The sell wall probably disappeared, and there was a bunch of market buy orders that came in, and all of these signals are detectable when you have this sort of high frequency data. Now, developing something to trade this, no to exit here, no, it's probably going to pull back and go up again. Or it's going to fake everyone out and just continue to dump. But it's looking like it's rebounding. Either way, Grow, what are your thoughts about grow or down? I mean, nowadays Donald Trump very much contrary. So I know a lot of quants and people who look at the market see a lot of volatility in like these news events, which news does drive the market. But at the end of the day, when you are looking at tick and order book data on a leading exchange, like that the market is moving from, for example, Binance is probably the leading indicator versus like Chicago Mercantile Exchange. You're going to be able to see those news events before or during the news event, right? So the whole point is you only need to look at two sources of data, the order book and tick data. That is enough to give you an edge. Doesn't matter what politicians are doing. It doesn't matter the news because those algorithms will be triggered by those events. It'll know how to read those events and all that. So at the end of the day, if you have a sophisticated enough algorithm that can handle volatility, different market regimes, then all is good. And look, eyes is finished. Eyes happened to work while I was speaking. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. All right, great. Fixed work. Your alignment step now completes the report's coverage and distance to mid-cents. With $1 tick spreads much of the time. Tick should always be $1. Understood. To force tick to always be $1, we should stop inferring it in hard set tick. Yeah, we're just gonna hard set tick to $1 because that's what Hyperliquid trades at. It's not 10 cents like Bitcoin. What are we doing? All right. What was I doing here? All right. We're fixing this data because somehow we were. Okay, I see. It's possible that it was calculating mid price, and mid price is always going to be 50 cents if the tick on either end of the order book is $1, or if it's so. That's another issue that I'll deal with later, but it looks like everything is coverage is 14%. Okay, we got back tests here. We got the eyes. All right. Oh, you were trading Nifty? Is that a Japanese thing? The Nifty index? Yeah, what is the Nifty index? Well, either way. Yeah, I mean, it might be a little bit higher time frame. Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, I mean losing money is part of the game. Like when you trade. Yeah, it looks like it's hitting the 368. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, losing money is emotional and that's why trying to run these algorithms so I don't even need to think about it. It's set up for consolidation in this range for sure. It looks like it hit exactly off of the, it's like 25,000, let's just say, as a resistance. So, yeah, I mean, if you were able to get order book level data and tick level data, which you need to pay like $5,000 a month to even consider to get that stream of data. Yeah, the data for any of these like Amazon and like to get like that real level of fine grained data costs so much money. And then you're competing with people who are co-located. But it's not to say there's no edge in that. It's just you need to be making money before you can even consider running the stuff that I'm doing on that. Crypto, you can do it for free. I can hit a public API and get the data that costs $5,000 a month for this. Like, they're big, and Bitcoin is liquid, and it doesn't really matter what you trade, as long as there's enough liquidity and you got the data, then you can compete. So, not to get discouraged, like keep watching the charts, keep thinking about it. But it takes, like, I've been looking at charts and trading since 2017. So I kind of know what to look for. See, that kind of pulled, this is like a mean reversion, right? Jumped up, my algo is going to need to understand that that wick itself, there's some resistance here. All of these have patterns in that data. Okay. All right, we are running eyes again. And we're going to run, and we're going to run backtest eventually. Python eyes. Okay, you were trading options on them? Yeah, honestly, options is great. Like, that gives you the leverage. So you did an option strategy. Yeah, I mean, with an option strategy, honestly, you can do a lot with Python. Like, if you had a script running, you can still get data for Nifty. You can still get probably 1 minute K-line chart somewhere. You can get enough fine-grained detail to get way more sophisticated with your trading. Options are just following the chart itself, so. And you can do a lot of different strategies with options. Now, when it comes to options, look into alpaca.finance. That allows you to trade no matter what. If you want to run some Python script and trade, you're going to need some broker that lets you trade on an API. So look, alpaca.finance, I think, lets you trade. I'm going to eventually move into that space, but we got to go one step at a time. We're going to get some crypto algos running, then we're going to move into traditional option strategies and maybe futures. But I don't necessarily know an exchange that lets me API call trading futures. All right, let's Python eyes. Let's go. Let's get some eyes on this. All right. We're going to reset. Yeah. Grow that account. Honestly, buying and holding is the best way. Like, that's honestly what every algorithm is trying to beat right now, is just buying and holding. So buying and holding is like the ultimate way to grow your money. Have just some money on the side to trade around, but make sure you can handle those losses. End of the day, it's like no one truly knows the future, and this is all computer traded here. Every computer is trading this thing in the world. All right. Okay, we got eyes. We're going to, you know what? We're going to run back tests to see what. Let us just quickly make a new context file. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got going on here. Take is forced to 1, so that's gonna be good. Okay. So that works. But what does that mean? What does that really mean? Code, sure, accurate. Let's see.
6 different commands for 5 or 6 different projects. Why are you splitting your time to 5 or 6 different projects? That's for the whole. That's not.
Alright.
Trying to understand. What are you actually doing?
The data looks internally consistent. Most folks would be concrete fixes. Oh. If we wait, it wouldn't make sense. If we lock tick to $1, it's not gonna go. Obviously, I was thinking it's not gonna go under $1, but if it's locking it to $1, and obviously spread happens, in big spikes, the spread happens to go crazy. Oh, it's popping back up. All right. The tick, okay, the minimum tick, that's what I need to say. The min tick on hyper liquid is 1. Okay, that's what I was trying to put into the code. Oh, okay. Okay, it forces that in both the backtest and the iScript, which matches that rule, to make it explicit and configurable while defaulting to $1 tick size. The environment? No. There's no need to mess around with tick. It's always going to be minimum is $1. Let's see. I think eyes need to be enhanced. Ensure that it looks at min tick size and tells you what it is. If any data goes under 1, it's an issue. Yeah, like it should always be $1. And if it's, I use ChatGPT. Yeah, ChatGPT is good. Honestly, I find it not that good. O3 is decent, but Grok 4 is a little bit better, I would say. Now they all have their own sort of strengths and weaknesses, but I want max eyes data every day. Yeah. Even data outages and things like that to be aware of. Full eyes code. No. Okay. Open Router's been having issues with this Horizon beta. I feel like everyone in the world's trying to use it. And yeah. Super Grok are available in Android phone like that. Yeah. Yeah, the one there you can grok.com or the Grok app. It's really good if you want to get like some crazy out there ideas. It's really good at thinking outside the box. Novel ideas. Because when you're designing algorithms, you don't want to use like what's already out there. You need to design your own edge. Come up with like custom novel mathematics. That's like the whole point. Because if you're using something that kind of exists already, it's not an edge. Yeah, Grok 4. That's where it's at. All right, let's get eyes running here. Well, let's make sure, because the fact that this whole conversation I had with this AI is like, oh, the tick is this, tick is that. Eyes should tell the AI that the tick is minimum $1, and it should look for data that goes under that, because if it does, then it's wrong. Let's run eyes again. Okay. Python eyes. Okay. All right. Let's see what we're going to do. Time range is that. Good. All right. Let's see. Oh man, come on. Okay. Looks like you gotta hit it twice in order for it to work. So it's asking for more information. I will give it more information. Good. Other data you need. Now, retry, retry, retry. Okay. It's a little bit of a quirk, but deal with it. Um, so I think the AI identified what it needs from my data. So we're gonna just keep probing at it because there's so many things it can look at in this. There's so many little different things. So I think we're getting down to the lag speed shift bills. Static flag, millisecond fabric, can do coverage, touchdowns, Windows sweep, test multiple line, millisecond value, containment check, percentage of fills with price between. Okay. All right, now we're getting into this. Okay. Now our eye is getting into where we need to. It's already 600 lines of code. It's just so dense. We're gonna make it as dense as possible here. Still going. All right, let's run this and see what we got. It's so important to have the best data to run from, because the smallest little thing in this data is going to give us the wrong metrics. So it's super important that I probe this data as in depth as possible. Python eyes. All right, let's see. So this new addition to I is gonna really dive deep onto that microsecond or nanosecond level time alignment, so that there's no look ahead. There's nothing that's going to. Okay. Yeah, so all I'm doing right now specifically at this time is I'm trying to give the Horizon Beta AI or Grok or whichever AI, I'm trying to give the AI all of the details into these two files. This is BTC build and BTC order book. Now, why it's so difficult to just, oh, look at this, like it's not, these are raw WebSocket feeds that need aligning, need cleaning, they need, and they're so large, right? These are 300 million lines of rows and whatnot. So there's so many little things that can go wrong. If, for example, if BTC Bills has like a 10-minute gap in data because for some reason that that didn't get recorded, then where can I find those files? Okay, so you are going to need a AWS account. So Hyperliquid, this is all, you're going to need to use an API, or you're going to need to use code to pull data from an AWS S3 bucket on the Hyperliquid servers. They host an endpoint. It's pretty involved. For me to just get to this point, you need to pull data from Amazon Web Services in a specific bucket that you can just ask AI. Honestly, if you just ask AI, help me download whichever coin you want to. There's multiple coins, so I would say Bitcoin node fills and Bitcoin order book data from Hyperliquid's S3 bucket. So I'm going to be making my website, and I'll have this as a tutorial. So if you just follow, I will get like a tutorial on how to grab this data. Now, me hosting these files, I had to pay. You have to pay to pull this data. I don't even think it costs that much. Probably costs like 10 cents to grab this data. But let's see how much. So, back to properties. Okay, so both of these files are only a gigabyte, but for me to host this on AWS, I would end up having to. Yeah, even if you buy whole Bitcoin, that's good, but yeah, if you're new to coding and you're trying to get this data, it's going to be pretty difficult. You can go to Kaggle, I think it's called. What is it called? Kaggle. Yeah, Kaggle hosts like data sets that are pretty decent. You can get 1 minute K-line, which is pretty. You can do pretty advanced stuff with 1 minute K-line data. So you can go to Kaggle.com, and then you can go to datasets, and then you can type in BTC, for example, and then here it is, Bitcoin historical data. Or this was gold, so I don't. Yeah, so you can get data from this website for free. You probably can sign in. Yeah, look at all these coins. Like, just make sure you know when it was last updated. I have my own script. You can pull 1 minute K-line data from Binance for free. You just need a Python script. But yeah, so if you're just trying to get into it, I would just go right to Kaggle, get some data. It's easy enough. And then you can, and it's a CSV, it's easily copy pastable into AI, and you can get going real quick with that. But when you're dealing with like this high frequency data, honestly, just pull the WebSocket data. You can pull that sort of data live for free and just analyze the live WebSocket data. Now, ultimately, you're going to want raw WebSocket data downloaded, and you're going to want to run stuff live. So you're going to want both if you go, like, if you're going to really put some money behind this. But yeah, it took me a lot of effort just to get these two files. It was an undertaking for real. It was a lot. Yeah. Okay. Where are we at? Okay, it's still running, which lag sweep shifted film. I'm tempted to just stop it here and so this is what I have so far. Can we make this run quicker and have some sort of notification? It's not up like TDQF bar. It's doing the thing again. It's crazy. Okay. Good progress. We can make eyes noticeably faster and show live procs. Yeah, good. I am stopping this to because it did not look like it was probably just going to take 10 hours because each. Sometimes you get a script that's not fully optimized, and when you're dealing with such large. Okay. Um, okay. Oh, I see. It's going to change in Algo. Um, yeah. When you get a script and it's just taking forever, honestly, I stop it. Like, just give me a progress bar. Yeah. Let's see. All right, let's see. We got back tests. All right, let's go and let's do full code files here. All right, I've got Algo. Take that. All right, everything's reset here. Reset that one. We don't need Kaggle open. We can check out Bitcoin. All right, we got a little bit of action. Oh yeah, look at that. So that was the bottom. Top of, yeah. Okay. We're gonna get to trading that in a second here. I mean, not a second, but let's be real. We're trying to get there. We gotta do it right. Okay. Got back test. Then eyes is gonna be a giant file. Watching myself. It's interesting. So you can see. All right. Okay, we're waiting for eyes to load up. We'll run eyes again. Make sure that goes quickly, and then we'll just start back testing, and then we're going to get straight into making the algorithm. When I'm doing this, I need Python knowledge a little bit, right? So the only knowledge you really need is in VS Code, you need to be able to set up this Python environment. You don't need to know what's actually going on in this file, because in theory, I can take this file and then I can go over here and be like, explain this code in English, right? So we don't know what's going on in the code. It always can be translated into English. So you really need to know just how to run Python code in that environment. That's really all you need to know. And if those tutorials are everywhere. Like, that's all you need to know. So all I'm doing is getting AI to give me code. I'm running it in the terminal here, getting the error, giving the error to the AI, and then just doing that back and forth until you get a piece of code that runs consistently and it looks good. And obviously I'm doing that with a bunch of different AIs, but look, backtest.py was converted into it's just the overall purpose. The main goal is to test trading algorithm defined in a separate file, Algo, against historical order book and trade data. The script does the following: loads and processes historical data from the market files, loops through time, feeding market data to the trading algorithm at each step, executes the algorithm's buy and sell and wait in a simulated environment, calculates and reports the final performance, such as profit and loss. I mean, that's the basic core. That's what a backtesting script does. Now I noticed that this is gonna fly with me because we're doing futures, so buy, sell, or wait is not gonna be enough. So that won't be enough. The main backtest logic. All right. I mean, everything can be translated into your native language. You really just need to know how to take the code the AI gives you, run it, get the errors, give the errors back until it runs clean. And that's all you gotta do nowadays. Now, it's only as good. Okay. It ran out of. They have some sort of like DDoS protection going on here, but you gotta just spam it to get it to run. All right, so we're just gonna keep running eyes until we get the max amount of data for my two files, and then yeah, it's not as hard as it looks. Like I'm guiding it, so the more you do this, the more you know how to guide the AI. I'm just managing the AI at this point. Not really doing much. That's all I'm doing. Telling the AI what to do, what I want. And the better the better you are at thinking and guiding the AI, the better your code will be. And understanding that certain AI has flaws. For example, Claude is not that good. That's why I'm stopping it. That thing ends in 21 days. Claude's good for user interface on React. That's all I found it really good at. It kind of goes off and Claude Code was the unique, they were the originators of like this agentic sort of terminal, which goes off and prompts itself, but when you get Claude to prompt itself, it's not that great. But Horizon Beta did really good, and I'm excited to see who, I'm sure it's OpenAI's ChatGPT 5 or something. It's gotta be. Because 4.0 is not good at all. We'll see what this gives us here. We will see what this code does. All right. This is a giant file. Okay, I think it keep going. Yeah, see, it couldn't even output the whole thing. That's not good because it's not what I want, really. There are workarounds for this. Okay. So, yeah, there's little quirks and things like, now, I'm working with code that's very like the whole code report is not. All right, we're just gonna go there. I need the whole thing output. Cool. All right. Cool. We'll get this running. Yep. It ended up being over 900 lines of code. This is in depth. Okay. I can see we're looking for outages greater than 60 seconds, or you gotta times that by 1,000,000 nanoseconds. Okay. Wait for this to finish. Then we will continue. Continue to backtest. Okay. All right, Bitcoin's looking like it's trying to make a move. It's like it's pushing higher. Let's get the get that. Wow, look at that wick. 30. Okay, so it's probably gonna hit a little bit of resistance here. 114.5. So a little bit up here, it's probably a bunch of selling. What happened? Right there. Okay. Let's get this code run. Good. Okay. My God, it's so large. All right. Are you running any Linux kernel module? No, I'm not running Linux. I'm on Windows 11. Sometimes I do run into issues with Windows 11, but I kind of work around it. I have a server blade that I have Linux on, but I haven't really found a use. I do like Linux, but it's just Windows 11 right now. It's okay. It's good enough. Like, it really doesn't matter what operating system you use. There's quirks for everything, but Linux is a little bit more widely accepted by, like, PyTorch, for example. There's a lot of workarounds, but yeah, Linux is good to have if you have a PC running Linux. It's the way to go. But I got Windows 11. That's all we got here. It all runs the same thing. I got an NVIDIA GPU. The Windows can access that just fine. Now, if I'm trying to run this strategy on like a co-located server, then yeah, I would have to like somehow optimize it for Linux-based operations or whatever AWS could run, which is probably Linux. But yeah, we're running. Big error. So we're gonna have to get Gemini to output this because Horizon is not capable of outputting a full file. So, we'll see what Gemini thinks the issue is. Oh, of course, counselor. Yeah, exactly. Linux, Windows, Mac, it's just all are good. I could use any one of them. Like, it doesn't actually matter to me. I happen to have Windows 11. I do have Linux on my. I have what is it, WSL? Yeah, I have Linux here. Right? Like I can run a Linux on like that. This is Linux right here. Hopefully that didn't give too much information. I don't know what the fuck that is. Yeah, I have Linux, but I don't use it unless it's like something I really want to do and it's only capable on Linux. Then uh, yeah, yeah, Linux is good. I definitely see the benefit in switching to Linux, but it is not worth the effort right now. Okay. Um, GG. GG's. Yeah. I would just get into coding. It's like the number one skill to have right now. Gets you thinking. A lot is possible with just coding. All right, I want to get eyes running, and want to get like at least some backtest data coming in. Just get the max data here for the files. Yeah, look at all the stuff we're about to look at. We're gonna look at the outages, the cadence, all this stuff, which is so important. So there we go, finished. Okay. Cool, cool. Are you know about custom rounding? Um, don't really know about Android or the. I know. Don't know, but I can find out real quick. Don't know, but I know how to know. The whole thing is with using AI, it's like you can learn anything. Right? I have no idea what that comment meant. But here's a quick primer on AOSP-based custom ROMs, including pixel-style ROMs. Okay, so AOSP ROMs are built from Android's open source project. Close to stock Android features. Okay, depends on the ROM team. All right, pixel-based ROMs is a different UI. The launcher theming. Okay, Pixel Evolution. OS, okay. Let's like see some sample code. see some sample code. Many pixel parts supported to some need Google services. To keep planetary compatible with some users avoid root certain modules. Is this like just an app? Like is it usually app development, like making an app? Your device code name and whether you're targeting A or B or A only, contains word configs, kernels. Yeah, I need the AI to explain better. I don't. Okay, look, we're running lag sweep. So we're gonna run through the whole code base. Okay, the whole dev environment for building AOSC pixel solid ROMs. Explain plainly what you need on your computer. Okay, you'll need Linux. Okay, so I have Ubuntu. But you need a good amount of RAM. You need fast CPU. Okay, so you're doing Java. You're Java, that's all you gotta say. Okay, Python. Yeah, tools, Ubuntu, alright. The 3 device ingredients. Okay. Like, what is the end product of doing this? You gotta understand, like, what are you trying to accomplish here? Like, what are you trying to hack here? Type Pixel 8? Oh, you're talking about the phone? Hold on. Short answer, flexible, enter build. Okay. Oh. So you're just trying to run custom up Pixel 8 phone. So what you're trying to do is build your own operating system. Yeah, pixelate the cell target. Okay, this is where you're targeting. I see. Okay. Got it. So you're targeting pixel 8. And you are trying to yeah, I mean, if you're trying to do this looks cool, but what is the end product here? Just build on the Android, like build an Android app. Unless you're like trying to hack into this phone, not sure you don't even go that low level. Like when I see all this stuff, I'm just like, okay, you're trying to, like the only reason to go that deep is nefarious. Because not saying that you're doing anything crazy, but this is so low level. Yeah. You just need literally Kotlin or Java, right? Like just focus on like the coding. You don't need to go build your own app, like get a Flash boot onto this, all that. Okay, so you're trying to. I need to know the end goal. Like, is it just fun, like a hobby thing, or is it like I don't get it. Like, right? But yeah, it's cool. Like I've never heard of any of this stuff. Like I know Java and all that stuff. Yeah, Now, when it comes to low level, I'm all about CUDA kernel. Like I'm all about CUDA kernel. Now, when it comes to edge devices like these phones, like CUDA kernel's where it's at because that's you can make some crazy AI stuff with the CUDA kernels, which is the most like that's the most exciting thing. Okay, that passed Windows Suite. We're making progress on this eyes script. Like that's okay. Not sure what that means. Got it. You want a great UI performance and deep theming. Okay, you trying to make your own operating system? Okay. Oh, you're trying to make your own Google theme for like the icons? There you go. Seems very involved, but this looks exactly like what you would need to do if you want to swap themes, right? And that's cool, right? Because you can use AI to make these custom icons. Axiom OS. Okay, so you're really into like adjusting the theme on your phone. Yeah, that's cool. Wow. All right, eyes finished. Let's go. All right, eyes is finished. That was quite the data dump. We are going to add that data dump to right there. Actually, I'm just going to overwrite the whole thing. It's large and high quality, spending about 2 months. All right, everything's looking good here. Wow. All right. So we have 22 million trades and 384 million order book updates. This is wild. That's high frequency data. Most critical part of the analysis result reveals significant insight. Low initial coverage with a standard 20 minute lag, only 14.5% of trades could be matched. Oh wow, this initially seems low. It found that the highest alignment coverage first. This isn't a data quality problem, it is a consistent latency difference between the two sources. See, this is where it gets crazy because. Wait. All right. So let us see what is Horizon think of this. That's the whole thing here. What is Horizon thinking about? Horizon, give me your opinion. So you don't have an account, you just watch. Oh, for Open Router, it's just it's free. But yeah, if you want to do some custom Android Pixel 8 stuff, like you can go as deep as you want. You can literally be like, yo, I need like a novel kernel that runs on the silicon of that phone. Like you can target all of that so low level, and you can go as deep as you want into that. Well, that's unfortunate. But that's the thing. Hyperliquid, a U.S. citizen is not allowed to trade in Hyperliquid. You can trade on Hyperliquid because it's decentralized. So I don't know if they'll I don't know what country you live in, but if you need an exchange to trade on, Hyperliquid is the move. Grab a VPN. Like there's always workarounds. There's always workarounds. Yeah. All right, what am I doing here? Okay, I need one script called clean that aligns the script, outputs the best files to web custom. What are the options? All right, we gotta keep spamming it. All right, got you. You want a clean script that produces backtest ready dataset. Correctly parts the line, optionally other hiding sets. Below the bracket option videos. Bills supposed to reflect the same market state. Yeah, Bitcoin's solid. Like honestly, it's institutional grade now. Like they're taking control of it. I'm sure they made a good amount of money with it. Let's see what Gemini thinks of that. Yeah, Bitcoin. So it's hitting that. Oh, looks like it's just slowly moving its way back up. Okay. All right. I guess we're gonna just run Python clean. Let's go. Um, Python clean. Let's clean these data files up. Clean up the data. Clean up the data. All right. So there was some sort of 20, there's like 20 milliseconds off from when order book data came in and the fill data was happening. So we need to align, like we need to shift one of them like 20 milliseconds. It's kind of all we're doing right here. Like it's such fine grained things we're doing here. We're shifting it by, what is that, 200 million, no, 20 million nanoseconds. We're shifting. Uh-oh. Shifting is causing quite the memory load here. But, um, um, oh, okay. I think Bitcoin had a future. Yeah, Bitcoin's definitely got a future. Like the United States government's about to buy it or like add it to a reserve or something. I don't know what they're doing, but it's definitely just out mainstream. Look at that. It's going up. It's going up, up, up. Now it's looking pretty consistent. Like, kind of looks like it's doing one of these here, or one of these could come up, get caught up around here, and come back down. You never know what it's gonna do. So we're trying to script that reads it. All right. All right. Let's go. Um, so I need a condense only the most needed data from the clean files. Only a condense only from clean files. I new script to ensure clean files are good to go. What did I give it? Did I give it this? Alright. We're going to do another eyes file. Tesla? Tesla was down, but look, where are we at here? Alright. Like, we're in this range, so we're probably in this little bit of a range. You got this sort of trend line. Realistically, it's right here, but we are coming down there. So you had just had a decent earnings call. Now, Tesla in general, if you want to speculate, Tesla's the move. Like, their Optimus robot, their self-driving, like, there's so much upside with the robotics, and they're just dominating the AI space as well. And Grok is really good. Like, he's come a long way with now Tesla. Really, what you're buying Tesla for is going to be their robotics, like the Optimus robot. Like, that's where the big money is going to happen. Cars are great, but the robots is super speculative. Like, that's what the market wants, like, to speculate on it. So, and the robots are, obviously every company is focusing on robotics, but they control a lot of GPU power. So they're going to be able to, it's all about getting that software into a robot. All the robots are going to kind of be the same, but not the same, but there's gonna be different robots for different things, but it's all about the software you put on that robot. And I think Tesla has an advantage there. This is your favorite one? Yeah. It looks good. Like, it looks like it's going down more for sure. Like, it's consolidating. For sure, you could have a retest of, down here. Realistically, they just got a little bit of support here. So it did a little bit of a liquidity sweep in that area. But yeah, long term, Tesla's the move. Yeah, maybe one day I can make Tesla. I would love to own a Tesla. It'd be cool. Drive itself. Like, the self-driving aspect of the Teslas are really nice. All right. Let's run this script and see if we are getting anywhere. Eyes2.p1. Okay. ISU.py. Okay. No. Um, yeah. Yeah, so whatever Gemini gave me was not good. But it's okay. We will keep pushing forward here. All right. Um, all right, so it's trying to not really what I wanted, but okay, we'll run. We'll run this. Oh, you know what? I don't think I put any code in that one. Oh, wow. No wonder it didn't work. Um, all right, well, let's go back to Gemini. Clean. Yeah, here it is. Okay. No. All right. Get that data, see what it thinks. Oh, I definitely in the future. Yeah, dude. Let it consolidate out. I mean, it's super politically charged right now. We just gotta wait for that breakthrough in robotics software. You know, we're getting breakthroughs. This is for sure a breakthrough in like LLM style. Uh, but okay. Perfect solution to our missing. But let's get me a full code file here so that I can run this, and then we can move forward from the data clean. The data needs to be as clean as possible. We got clean here, clean there. But best level data to save. Okay. So what happened was it needs to look at a giant file and it needs a way to cache it. And yeah. We need a way to cache this file. Alright. Let's go. Let's see if that works out. It's definitely using my computer. Huh? So some sort of fail. I'm not sure. Where did you? I have no idea what it's. All right. Like clean file books are still separated by roughly same. Oh. That's not really what I wanted this to do. But we can feed this to Gemini and see what's going to help out. All right. I'll see you later. Keep it coding. Follow for more, for more stuff like this, I guess. We'll see if I can make it the profitable trading algorithm. That's the whole point. All right. Oh boy. All right. Experiment with the tweet algorithms parameters from purpose. So what are the main things we need to look for? Is it just time alignment since the data is clean? No, it's a pretty much control. Now the data is properly aligned. False. Oh, okay. We should like give it context. So that I don't know if the clean files are good. All right. We might be calling it for now. I'm gonna go eat, and then I'll come back on, keep troubleshooting. Um, So it's saying not sure that. So I was looking at book order data. I was looking at the clean data. That's good. All right, we will get this going, and then I'll go eat and come back. But it doesn't tell us something important. It means after shipping, virtually none of the trades align with the order book within type. Okay, there might be another issue that we found. All right, now all right, I have to go back to this file. Um, massive file. Um, it's so something happened where it's just all sorts of messed up. I think I need to go back to this and clean it up more. The alignment, the time alignment, it's like a big deal. If, but the thing is, they're both. Yes. Yeah, but where is the timing for? Okay, so I think we need to just. It looks like these time snapshots should align. All right, I think we need to go back and align this somehow messed up the data. All right, we're going to remove this data. Right. So we're going to go back to this data. I really need this to not output all of it. That's okay. All right, I'm gonna go eat. I'll be back on. We're gonna fix the time alignment issue. We're not gonna push it to nanoseconds. We're gonna keep it as is, and we're gonna get this data ready for the back test. So I will see you guys in a little bit here. All right, see you.